while to come online.
Yoki takes the Lina here.
Okay, so maybe they do run. I mean, Resolution is a fantastic puck.
He is. I'm more just concerned about the offlane Lina, as it was a bit of a disaster last game. Maybe they do try some aggro try action to secure Yoki.
It's going to be AA Rubik Spectre. Yeah, it's a little bit weaker than the lane they faced last game, because PL's better laner than Spectre.
Yeah.
So maybe because of that, it will work better. But yeah, I was a bit underwhelmed by the Lina offlane. Yoku did come back nicely, but it's just like... It just didn't feel like it was worth it.
Although that was also a pretty difficult... Who were the supports? There was an Earthshaker and... Earthshaker
It was
Rubik?
PL, Earthshaker...
I forgot now. Now they're all starting to run together. I didn't have a big enough breakfast. But the Shaker is what makes it really hard for Lina, because it's just so far away. She's kind of fast, but you can't really...
Wait, is the... That is not right. Game 4.
That is buggy.
Maybe something's wrong with the
Try game 3, see what game...
Oh, this was it.
That's weird.
Dazzle.
Oh, it was the Dazzle, okay. So, I don't know.
Apparently it's a bo5 that we've already had 5 games on. I think there might have been a remake
we had that
remake added or something.
Remember, we did remake in game 3.
That's true. Something. Maybe that was it.
Maybe that messes it up. So the best of 5 was 6 games.
Or maybe it's really a bad...
Ooh, a best of 6. Well, fingers crossed that it's not a draw. Okay, so we're ready to rock and roll. Both teams going here. This is for all the marbles, folks. Game 5 of the best of 5. See who can do it. Radiant side, it will be Empire. Silent to take the Wraith King. He'll be that safe lane farmer. Always want to fly on the Dazzle. Aloha Dance on the Naga Siren. Resolution, he'll head mid on the Lina, so they do a switcheroo after all. Yoki will take the puck to the offlane. I really
think this is the better setup. So I was going to reserve judgment just because Spectre is a pretty weak laner, but puck can do a lot in this lane. They have cold feet, but they don't have a reliable way to make it proc, and so Yoku can play fairly aggressively. He really shouldn't die, even against a tri-lane. And should be able to get some levels, too. There's cool things you can do in the trees to leech experience, just orbing in and hiding there.
Yeah.
I think we'll see more out of the offlane. Lina also matches up pretty well against Queen of Pain. Very good, outranges her with the 670 attack range. Also has heavy damage. When Queen of Pain walks in, you can just start nuking her, punishing her. If you ever hit her with a stun, that's basically a free kill once you get 6, so...
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see G Snowball. I think the offlane will go better for Empire. I really like their mid game, and even if it goes late, Wraith King's one of the better carries against Spectre because he's got the reincarnation, so they blow everything to kill you once, you come right back, haunts down, and you go again. I'm really favoring Empire's draft, but here we go, Andrew. Game 5 has begun.
I wish I could disagree with you, but I'm totally on the same page. This VP draft has a lot of weaknesses, and they need this Bounty Hunter to do a lot in the mid game in terms of setting up tracks and getting kills to find that income. He'll be in the off lane.
The one thing, I guess maybe you can look at Mana Burn as a way to deal with Wraith King. They could change up the itemization here, go for a Necro Book on G, and the Diffusal Blade on Spectre. That used to be the reason why we didn't see Wraith King, was Anti-Mage was really popular, really strong, and just shits on him, because he never has mana for reincarnate.
And there was that period where Void was very strong as well, just completely poos all over the Wraith King as well.
If you go for that Manta Diffusal Necro build, it can be pretty good.
The Necro Book on Quap, first item, we have seen that in the past, not so much recently, but I would say it's one of the 3 openers. You pretty much go Necro Book, Ags, or the Dual Scepters we see commonly. Yoki getting harassed pretty hard here. Okay, he'll be alright, but has to eat that salve early on.
They're going to bring Aloha Dance here, and with this dual lane, this is going to be really tough for VP. They did force out the early regen, but Spectre's going to get harassed in the lane, and with the Naga here, she can kind of like bodyguard the puck and drive the supports back, which means Yoko's free to go to work on Spectre. So this is going to be, if played correctly, a very annoying and difficult lane for Illidan.
Yeah, Naga's perfect for this. She's nice and high armor, rather tanky, so Spectre doesn't really want to go blow for blow and doesn't really want to get hit by Riptides either. At the safe lane, not much Phobos can do, just going to stay invisible. Leech XP for the most part, and Silent will be pretty much free farm heaven here, getting all the last hits he'll ever want. May just try to push this tower down sooner rather than later. We'll see when he levels up the Vampiric Aura.
Mid lane looks like a wash so far, pretty much just a farm trade. Lina is getting the edge and harassed though, as you would expect, just completely outranges Quap, so... that lane's already a huge improvement over last game, and I think things looking pretty good here early on for Empire.
Yep, and still even on that front, Yoki gets pulled back, but has the orb, jaunts to it, and still finds a deny on the way out. So even Illidan 7-2, not the best start, but not bad either, so.
He has chewed through 2 tangos already. At the same time, the supports have forced out quite a few of the Puck's regen.
Not too often you see a Spectre grab an Oov this early.
Pretty good item for him. Scotty is a great pickup later on in the game.
No, it's good.
But yeah, you generally don't see it.
A sign that I think he's ready to fight sooner than later. At level 6, he'll be...
Did you see Illidan last game? This guy's always ready to fight.
That's a good point.
Even when he shouldn't be.
That's who I'm talking about here. I've got 200
Oh,
HP,
G got caught mid by a stun. This could be a kill. Oh, doesn't actually get off.
He didn't have the slave. It was cooling down just as G blinks back. So close there for Resolution.
Forces out the salve. G still doesn't have his bottle yet. Resolution is just wrecking him. And again, it's the nature of the matchup. Something that Quita Page struggles with. The blinks are on cooldown. Just now comes available. Resolution might be able to snipe him with a slave. He's going to try for it, I think, if G even gets near the tower. He knows it, so you just see how far back he's hiding.
Yep. Really well played by Resolution.
But the bottle, is that a bottle? No, he's had to buy more regen, it looks like. An additional salve picked up. That delays the bottle even further.
This hurts so much.
And Lena's going to have boots soon. I mean, it's like you look at the CS and it seems even, but then you realize, oh shit, he's been spending a lot of that gold he's earned on regen, whereas Lena's just farming away, getting her key items that will be relevant later on. And as soon as she hits 6, she can just Laguna G and he's going to die.
And she still has more regen outside of the bottle, a salve and a pooled tango to boot. See how the rune control goes at the 4-minute mark. Up top, yeah,
right for the cold feet. Very nicely done. They will set it up, get the kill on the Naga, but going in is the Puck. I don't think he can engage. That's a poor man shield Spectre. Bit too tanky, and with the Chilling Touch active, could easily end up dying.
Yep.
So a nice takedown there, and very patient on the lift. That's where the Orb of Venom and the Dagger do come into play, helping the Cold Feet proc. We often, there's a period where we weren't even seeing Cold Feet get skilled up anymore. It was all about the Ice Vortex and the Chilling Touch, but it seems in this particular game we will see.
Yeah, FNG is the one that gets the last hit for the first blood. AA, one of the best heroes to get that bonus gold early on. Oh, hold that thought as Illidan caught inside of the ensnare. Orb connects, jaunt from Yoki. Can they find this kill in the other lane? Looks like a Bounty Hunter was picked off down bottom.
Well, they have a Riptide in 1 second, the Orb in 3, Illidan barely escaping. So yeah, the Bounty Hunter walked into Sentry range, got heal bombed and stunned, and then just dropped. So, well played.
Yeah, but AA, with that kind of early gold, can start to propel you towards a very fast Midas, and as we've seen, can be devastating.
Trying to make a move on mid. Resolution does have a haste, though. Can they burst him in time? He pops the haste, they lift him, drag him on back, and they finish him off. 2 more auto attacks. That's a big kill. They needed that. She was really struggling, but now he's back in a good position.
He even gets credit for the kill there, so getting some extra gold to his name.
Look how much damage this tower has taken top. That's a lot of tower damage early on.
Yeah, I think they've pulled their creep wave back while creeps are beating on their tower.
It's also
a couple times.
The Riptide really pushes out the lane. Generally, Naga's going to hit the wave as well.
Yeah.
And they've been kind of auto-attacking. But if they lose this tower for VP, jaunt back from Yoku, who will dodge the cold feet.
Very nice.
Then it's going to make it a lot harder for Spectre to farm. So they careful not to give that up too early.
So Silent is still the big breadwinner, though. We didn't see it on camera, but he got that kill on the Bounty Hunter down bottom, and he's also the last hit leader by a pretty good bit, 31-10 compared to the 21-5 of Illidan here in the safe lanes. As we would expect, Silent doing what he does best, finding a lot of early farm, and glance at the net worth. Yep, he's up there with the Lena, number 1.
Trying to go on Wraithkin. He's not level 6 yet. They will find the kill bottom. It looks like 1 more auto attack. Nice time to kill him.
Perfect.
Just good movements from VP. Their lanes felt like they'd be a little bit weak, but they're moving nicely and making things happen.
Yeah, just as it seems like Empire's getting a lot out of these lanes. They find the rotations. Yoku again. Cold feet. But what's the past tense verb version of cold feet?
Cold-feeted.
He was cold-footed. The cold foot was applied. There we go. And he gets out of it. But now, Aloha Dance goes in with the ensnare.
I don't know if they want to be committing on this one. In fact, he's going to try to turn tail and run, but it's already too late. Illidan will kill him off. He may even go for Yoku.
That was an awkward movement.
I really thought he was just going to back. As soon as the cold feet got, or not, the chilling touch got used, it's like, okay, we should wait this one.
And Puck didn't have an orb either. That was the big thing. When you set up with the net, if you can secure an orb hit from Yoki and then he can jaunt in and find a kill, that's one thing. But if he doesn't even have an orb.
Diving, okay, not going to go there.
Yep, TP rotation from the Naga.
This is not going as well as I thought it would for Empire. They're getting a lot of levels on their support.
Phobos is 6 already. That is one advantage to the core bounty hunter. He's able to get that solo XP, and he hasn't done much yet, but track much earlier than we've seen some bounty hunters not get 6 until 10 minutes, 11 minutes, at the 6-minute mark.
Yeah, it's really it's a bit of a concern now with the track on resolution and the co-op sitting mid. If anybody else is able to rotate in, they can go for a dive here, potentially set up the early kill. Fire do have the grave counterplay, and there's a TP up on Always Wanna Fly. He's prepared for that, but the burst just comes so fast, he might not even make it in time.
Silent, holding true to the build we've seen him do so many times now. Chainmail picked up the beginnings of a blade mail, then he'll probably go for the armlet into blink, and then into raw damage. We were talking about how he's done this mostly to counter minus armor strategies, which it does do effectively, but it seems that's not the only strategy when he will pull out this more tanky Wraith King build in the early.
Yeah, I guess he just likes the build up in general. I don't know. I think this game, there's so much magic damage, though. Like, you're... Stacking up armor doesn't really seem that good. Spectre is actually mostly magic damage with...
I wonder if he'll actually go for the armlet.
Your Dispersion, well, pure damage in those particular cases.
I wonder if he'll just go the Blade Mail and then skip the armlet and maybe get a faster Blink or a Mjolnir or something.
Yeah, I like the Blade Mail more so than... Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of
armlet's still good on him. I think you want a Blink Dagger as well, just to be able to initiate, so...
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe he'll hold off on that. Yoku orbiting into the trees, but Spectre able to follow him right on through. Oh, he gets caught. He's trapped himself. He's got no mana for a TP. This is rather annoying. FNG tries to eat him out, and he will.
Okay, just one. Very nice. Don't waste the tango there, but well worth it for Spectre to go back to farming. Yeah, we'll see what Illidan wants to, or pardon me, what Silent wants to do. A couple of options for the Wraith King build this go around. Even though
Rubik stole Wraithfire Blast, by the way, or Hellfire Blast. Guaranteed cold feet between this and the lift.
Oh, there you go.
Although he's not skilling up the cold feet, only level 1.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I've seen an AA actually level up cold feet, but beyond that one point in these early levels.
It's funny. It used to be the build.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like 3-4 years ago. Like it would be Earthshaker AA. This was even before smoke was invented, or added to Dota. So we saw a lot more tri-lanes, and it's a guaranteed cold feet proc basically with Fissure cold feet, and you just see him skilled up every game. But times have changed.
The Ice Vortex.
Chilling Touch also got reworked a little.
Yeah, the Ice Vortex is just so good. Gives you vision, the slow, and then buffs up all of your magic damage. It's hard to pass that up. It also scales really nice.
Well, looking to make a play here on Always Wanna Fly. He's going to get off the lift. He's got the stolen Hellfire Blast as well. The Quap Bolt ends him. Another kill for BP.
Well, I guess better safe than sorry against the Dazzle so that he can't grave, but a little bit of overkill
They
there.
continue to just outmaneuver them. Every single movement from VP has worked. It feels like none of Empires have. They just had 3 heroes top. Bounty Hunter scouted it, and they didn't get anything done. Not able to slow down Illidan in the slightest. And then again, here, another pick-off. VP just one step ahead of Empire with every movement.
Absolutely. Looking at the gold graphs here, still kind of back and forth. Empire, but just like last game, despite falling behind in kills, still farming very nicely. Just staying stalwart in their lanes here with Silent. Seems like he's just never left this bottom lane, just sitting here ricing away. Yoku now coming to the mid lane to get a little bit of farm as the Lina starts rotating about. She, was farming the jungle. Did try rotation top, that did not yield a kill. For Yule's on the way, but...
Their supports are really poor. 3-1 Naga as far as CS goes. She's died twice. 1-7 on the Dazzle for CS. Combined, they're worth less than the Rubik.
That's scary.
That's a bit of a concern. These are supports that need levels and farm. Dazzle, Naga, especially the Naga, and they're just getting nothing right now.
Lingering around here in the mid lane. Still been rather quiet this game. No track kills yet. I don't think he's still 0-1.
But that's okay, because the Spectre's farming, and they're not giving up objectives. But yeah, he has been quiet, mostly because Empire playing very defensively. For Empire, when are they going to start going on offense? They have the Blade Mail. They don't have a Blink on Yoku, though.
Not even close. He went off
Lina
for treads.
Yules is coming. I think Lina Yules and the Puck Blink. Those are the 2 things they're waiting for.
Bounty Hunter's up top, track onto Yoku. He'll have an orb back. Can he jaunt to it to live? No. FNG ready and waiting. Point blank Ice Blast. Very nice. Phobos will even disjoint the Wraithfire Blast as Silent TP's up. Quick one for nil, and now VP is back up.
Oh, it's Hellfire. Okay, they're going up Phobos though. There's the stun. The follow-up comes through. Laguna Blade is there, securing the kill, and Ensnare was stolen.
I think it was called Hellfire Blast when he was Skeleton King.
Was it? Okay.
And then now that he's...
Well, originally wasn't it just called like Stormbolt? Or no, that was Storm. That was Sven spell. What did they call the original Skeleton
Dire
King one?
structures are fortified.
It was.
I would have said Hellfire Blast, so I
You
don't
know,
know.
they used to have the exact same stun. They used to have the exact same stun, and they later changed it to the Sven stun was an AoE stun, and
Same with the...
then they added the slow component later on to Rage Fire Blast.
Same with Nyx and Lion. They both used to be called Impale, I think. Was it always Earth Spike for Lion? I thought they were exactly the same at one point.
Not sure. I know they have the
I mean, they're very different now.
the Lion stun is longer, right? And
Yeah, and now the Nyx one is like not targeted, and they're totally different. But
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
a point where they were, if they weren't exactly the same, they were a lot more similar. Yeah, there used to be a few skills that were just a little bit recycled, you know. We'll call it limitations of the Warcraft 3 engine.
gonna see Silent just occupying the enemy jungle here. I'll find Illidan. He's running in on Illidan. I don't know about this play. There's nobody even remotely in the neighborhood.
Very brave
He does
here.
have the Blade Mail, though, and he does have his ultimate. Maybe gonna set up for the team. Puck is coming in. Yoku could get a great setup here. Don't overcommit on this Wraith King. If they kill him off, it actually is gonna hurt them, I think, and they do. Breaking now the ultimate. Will come back to life, so they have detection for Phobos. They don't. Dust comes out. Silent held in position again. They got to get more out of him. Blade Mail popped, and that's going to force them back. From the rear comes G with a gigantic Quap ultimate. Now can finish off Silent, who's in too deep. Will end up going down, even after the stake charges. 3 down. They blew everything. 4 heroes fall.
My
VP
God.
stacking up the track cold. They even used their precious 4+ minute cooldown reincarnation, and they get nothing out of it.
I'm just looking at the setup thinking, this feels risky. You're in really deep. Empire's not really ahead right now.
I want to point out, Empire also have no wards, so they were doing that entirely blind. They had no idea where VP is. Sure, the VP was smoked, but they should expect them to be off the map and potentially ganking them because they have no reason not to. Oh,
That
God.
just felt like a very low percentage play. I mean, Naga Siren just now level 6, but didn't have the Song of the Siren when that fight broke out. If they have that, then I understand the aggression, because you always have the reset tool to make some TPs home. But without it, it feels like, at best, you get some kills, and then you have to fight your way out. At worst, you get that. 4-0, and now VP. Let's look at this graph. That's a big lead. 3K net worth, 4K experience. Now Quap has control of this game. She got a... Look at the double Oblivion staff at 14 minutes. It's going to be another 15-minute Orchid for G.
This is going to make life hell for Puck.
And now they know
And-
Silence ult is on cooldown. Look how far out he is.
He might die. Oh, they're going to see him.
They're looking. There's no way he's there. There's a lot. If you look at the
He
Dire
doesn't
Vision,
have a TP scroll either. Silent is in a lot of trouble.
they're not showing mid. So there's a lot of heroes missing from the Dire perspective. That's why they're hesitating here. But Haunt used from Spectre. They want this intel. They see, okay, Silence alone. We're committing for this one. Easy kill for VP.
Oh boy, AA getting the last hit, so he'll get a little bit of gold and track for everyone basically.
I don't know.
That is
Empire's falling apart here. They were up 2-0 in
that
this
fight
best
was
of 5.
really questionable, and I think it's haunting them now. At this
Yeah.
point, they've lost the laning stage to a Spectre AA bounty hunter draft.
Middle tower is under attack.
This is not the type of lineup you want to be losing the laning stage against. Even though Empire is a pretty good late game draft in their own right, they should be able to play from ahead, but VP have just excellent movements, good anticipation, maybe a little bit of bad luck that all of VP was just smoke ganking near that fight, but still Empire, it really feels like they're just forcing the issue. They weren't ready yet. Dazzle wasn't level 6. He doesn't really have his spells leveled up that much. As you mentioned, they didn't have the song for that fight yet available. Resolution, I don't even know if he had the Yule Scepter, but if he did, that was their only big item.
I don't think he did yet. They smoke in. Lil breaks it. They just destroy the Rubik with a Laguna Blade.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, Silent does get caught, though. Healed up the Ice Splash, just barely missing.
Yep. Still has the dagger from the Quap on him. They'll come into the tier 1 tower, sort of a weird angle here for VP. They've got one in the river, which is the bounty hunter, and all the rest behind the tower. Empire grouped up like they want to push, but they don't really have a great sieging lineup. Not yet, at least. The play here, Empire.
Now they're going after G, but G, oh, we almost got caught by the Yules. That was close.
Up as well. This is
Now they're all
costly, though.
tracked, so there's no surprises here. Empire just going to have to bull rush the tower if they want to go in, and Illidan looks like he may even trying to be going for a Radiance this game. He's saving up his gold. 1500.
I mean, the hardest part is getting it. There's no doubt that a Radiance Rush on Spectre is incredible, but it's just so punishable with all that unreliable gold. So far, so good. He's got Power Treads, Poor Man's Shield. He's 2-0 and 3. All things considered, it's been a pretty good game for the Spectre. We'll see an Ice Blast fly in. We'll connect on 2.
The Bounty Hunter really works well with AA. quite a cool combo.
Yeah.
It doesn't work well if you're playing like from too much of a deficit though, but when you're ahead enough that you can just pick heroes off all over the place, very easy to find those.
Yeah. Okay. 3-11.
Radiant's
Virtus
bottom
Pro in
tower
control of
is
this
under
game as they
attack.
just split the map and farm. G level 12 with his Orchid in tow. Ready to gank, try to make some plays happen. Silent, he does
Dyer's
have an
middle
armlet
tower is
coming.
under
It's not
attack.
completed yet, but has the recipe and the Gloves of Haze, so he will stay true to this build that we've seen him use quite a bit. A little more risky against the Ancient Apparition. You can't
Dyer's
quite armlet
middle
toggle the
tower
way you'd
has
like
fallen.
when you're Ice Blasted, of course,
Radiant's
but
bottom tower is
still a
under
good item
attack.
on the Wraith King.
Yeah, you got to be careful about that armlet toggling. That can really hurt you. Phobos and FNG are in position to reveal Empire. There's the dust. Track comes out. Looks like they may get the Bounty Hunter kill. Ice Blast won't hit anyone. This could be an opportunity here. Phobos will be focused down. They're going to hang on to the Laguna, and they push in, looking for FNG. This could be the second kill. Will Empire finally get some momentum going their way? Stun, and FNG will fall.
Radiant's
Okay.
Good
bottom
pair of
tower
pickoffs
is under
there.
attack.
That's good.
Can they convert it into a
Radiant
tower now?
structures
That's
are
the next
fortified.
question.
Yeah, G and Lil are down bottom, pressuring this tower very hard. Glyph's already been used, so that'll be an easy tower kill for the
Radiant's
Queen of
bottom
Pain.
tower has fallen.
Empire not even at the tier 2 yet in the mid, so it doesn't seem like they'll be able to push anything too fierce. VP still, it feels like they're just a step ahead. Even when they're losing supports, they're still split pushing side lanes now. Yoku in some trouble.
What
Sonic
a play
Wave.
by Lil.
Oh my. Telekinesis him right into the Orchid Sonic Wave. That's dirty.
And the stolen orb there as well, doing a little bit of bonus damage.
Yep.
Resolution hunting. He's find Illidan. Oh, Illidan daggers out of the trees right as Resolution goes in searching for him. Did he see him coming? He even
That-
haunts now. Oh god, that's so unfortunate for Resolution.
That is.
Did they see the? They
I'm
only
not
have
sure
the
if that's
orb here.
lucky or good.
I don't think they saw. I don't think they saw the Invis get popped. I could be wrong. I'm not sure when he used it, but
I'm not sure either.
either way, big escape for Spectre, and now up to 2,500 gold. He's closing in on Relic.
Getting there. And Queen of Pain, huge right now, so she can create a lot of space for this Spectre. Just move around and put some pressure on the Radiant side. Looks like she'll move into probably the BKB Ogre Club picked up, though. Could be the beginnings of an Aghanim Scepter as well. Hard to say. BKB feels a little more likely here. A great BKB game. Wraith King, though, with the armlet complete. Also level 11, silent in fighting form. Will pressure the tier 1 in the bottom lane. Glyph comes out, but no defense mounted from VP.
Now Wraith King has his level 2 ultimate, so a little more margin for error here for Silent, and I don't think you want to be going on the Wraith King to start the fight, not when you have no idea where the rest of the team is. So they will let the tower go, as you mentioned. Now the question is, do Empire go for tier 2, or do they back off and defend their tier 1? Silent takes some big damage there. Armlet toggle, but we healed back up.
We'll see how VP reacts here. They'll start to pressure the tier 1 up top. There is a Glyph on the Radiant side, so they could try to pressure this tier 2, bide their time, but now they TP back like they want to mount a defense, and they will. VP, they'll just retreat also. While ping pong's happening, Lina gets a kill on BH mid, but in comes G. Ice Blast may just connect, and it does. Lina shatters in the well.
She really does. She exploded in like a poof of smoke and flame. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, nice. Dagger there, getting that one.
But a bounty hunter for Alina, and what she was not tracked, so no track hold that. Still nice.
Yep.
I think you're still pretty happy if you're VP. And Spectre's not done. Spectre's farming. Technically, as far as golden experience goes, VP hold a slight lead, but that lead could very easily balloon once you get the Radiance. And there's just so much synergy with Radiance this game. A lot of AoE from Quap. That's pretty good. But then you've got Ice Blast. And if you hit an Ice Blast to multiple heroes, and you're burning them with Radiance, the chances of heroes shattering all over the map gets much, much higher.
That's a good point. Global AoE, just huge amount of AoE that they have will become very scary. Quap now 500 gold away from her BKB, and Silent closing in on the Blink Dagger. Well, 1,700 gold rather. It's about 500 off. Things coming together for both sides. Still a relatively even game, but VP, it just feels like not that they've picked up a huge lead for themselves, that they've just been outmaneuvering Empire, as we've talked about a few times. It feels like they're in control.
See if Empire can find their openings. The other thing that's really helped VP is the vision game. They've had good wards all game, and we thought, well, Quap will get caught out here, but good lift. Lil disengages again. Even stealing the Laguna level 2. Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Lil is just playing like a monster this game.
He's been on fire.
1-1 and 7. That is really impressive. And they want to use the stolen Laguna.
Yeah, although most of his plays have come not from anything that you can steal on the KDA chart, just really clutch timings, great steals, and he's just been in the right place at the right time to support his team. Classic Lil style.
They are looking to go here with that stolen Laguna. Heroes will drop very fast. Yoku about to get caught. Lil Smoke may break at the wrong time. Nope, they're going to back off. They will end up jumping on mid, and yeah, there used to be a puck there.
They don't even need the Laguna. Now they're going for the rest of the fight. Bobo's in some trouble. He gets dusted, netted as well. They've already lost their Dazzle, though. Quap ready to rock and roll. There's your Sonic Wave. Brings Silent low. He does have the ultimate. It will be utilized here, but his 3 friends are already dead. Now Lena on her way in. Has the setup, but now Resolution.
Can't burst anyone. Godlike, and they're not done yet. It's going to be a team wipe here. Silent will go down as well.
Illidan lives. G with a triple kill on a godlike streak. Now 10-0-2.
Spectre didn't even die.
Oh, he's so close to Relic now. Empire are now in big trouble. That's a nearly 4K gold swing. They'll get this tier 1 tower to boot, so that will push it over that 4K threshold. That graph going right back down into the VP.
They're completely... Bro, it's going to get so much worse, and Crack is about to be level 2 as well for Phobos. He didn't have the level 2 ultimate in that fight, but like every time Spectre haunts and you hit an Ice Blast, that's going to be a kill on these supports. Dazzle has the Grave, sure, but eventually the Ice Blast will be an Aghanim's Ice Blast, I believe. FNG gets the Step of Wizardry, and at that point, even Grave's not going to save you.
So many low health heroes here. Even though Lena, who's going into the Aghanim, still only 1100 HP. That's not much when we're talking about all this magic damage. It's only the Wraith King that will be able to tank through some of it and then come back to life on his 1400 HP. Everyone else, they're still in the triple digit, especially that Dazzle, 700 HP. If you can force out a self-grave with just a Radiance, then you're already winning. You're killing some cores off that.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Empire are up against it now. 18-7 the score. They started the series off 2-0.
Reverse all kill coming out
VP
here.
may be able to pull it off. Yeah, the reverse all kill dream is very much alive, and currently it seems like the more likely outcome.
Yeah. You know, that terminology meant a lot more in StarCraft in the Team Wars. It doesn't fit Dota quite as well.
I just think it sounds cool.
It does.
Even though it doesn't make that much sense in a team 5v5
there still needs
game.
to be a term for that, though. When a series is, you're on the brink of elimination, then you turn it back with that perfect sweep. It is still a very impressive series of events whenever it happens. The phrase comes from StarCraft with the teams, so you would have, you know, every time you lose, you put a new person. So if you're one away, your one person literally has that single gets an all kill. But we'll see Resolution. Speaking of kills, he's going down. Double damage rune on G. Makes it nice and easy. A couple of TPs in. Resolution.
He's going to go in on Yoku, and he might get him.
Oh, yeah, not Resolution, rather Yoku, yeah. Now,
and Silent also being pursued on the other side of the map. He doesn't have his ultimate yet. Silent's going to try to armlet toggle his way through this one, and in the meanwhile, G finds another kill.
I just
down.
watched G solo the world while that other fight was going on.
Yeah,
I mean, it seemed like they isolated MP. BKBs, drops the Sonic Wave.
This is before Spectre gets Radiance.
Yeah.
This is before the Radiance comes out, and they're just getting worked over. They've been taken out back to the shed, and they're getting spanked.
Yeah, they sure are. Blink Dagger on Lil. He's got some mobility now. Oh, we'll see him jump in onto Yoki. Ice Blast may just clip him. It will. Telekinesis is there.
Makes it 5 heroes dead again. Puck just respawning. Oh, the humanity. I think they even got a track in at the end there.
Full 5-man wipe. Spectre in Radiance territory. This
Flabs on the Bounty Hunter. Now they can even look towards Roshan, get that Aegis going on your Quap, who is building an Assault Cuirass. G almost has it.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's not an item you see on Quap too often, but
they don't push well, though. Spectre's not a good pusher. Mostly about his hero damage with the Dispersion and Desolate.
They've already had at least 2 basically full team wipes, so that makes pushing a little bit easier.
Yeah, it definitely does. AC will also help against Roche.
Yeah. And, you know, if this was 2 patches ago, everyone would be like, wow, that base attack time on Quap, she's going to get attack speed items now. It's so good. Yeah, that was a nice little buff. Attack speed isn't bad on her, but I guess for all of the int carries like this, she's probably one of the better heroes to grab something like AC.
It is slightly curious to not see more of an HP item, given that Lena is going to have a Laguna Blade.
Yeah.
Aghanim is upgraded now, and you can always set your watch by that. It's going to be built at some point, but
yeah,
I still think AC is a nice pickup for taking objectives, Roshan towers, but
and this
it's
is
risky.
A very low armor team as
By the way, Lil, he just broke a smoke. He blinks out. Resolution was revealed. The jig is up, and they have no idea where he was. They never saw him. Oh, God, what else? What doesn't this guy do? He's stealing all the spells, perfect lift timing. Haunt now going in on the mid lane. Yoku caught out perhaps by DK Phobos. Spectre jumps in. That's a track kill for 2. And a Spectre who just got a Radiant suddenly has 900 gold. And Empire, meanwhile, being led on a merry chase around the world here.
Yeah.
Lil may drop, but so what?
Okay, he gets off a lift. He'll try to buy some time for his team. He had a waning rift. He silences everyone. Aloha Dance almost dies, but the grave comes out in the nick of time. Always want to fly. Won't be able to TP home. G just cleaning house. Reincarnation used. The Wraith King's back up, but it's him versus the world, and not much that he can do about it. Illidan will just turn and poke him with that spectral dagger.
GG any minute, isn't it? Like, how do they do that? They're just feeding kills to a Spectre Quap with a bounty hunter there all the while. Maybe they can come back, but I'm just not. I don't see how at this point.
It's feeling pretty grim now. I mean, we talked about how
I don't know if they're tired or if they tilted, but this is not the same Empire who started the series off 2-0.
No, again, game 1, the execution was so crisp, so on point, and now it's all just falling apart. GG would be the most appropriate way to tap out, given that G is on an absolute rampage. 16-0-2. He hasn't died yet this game. Nor has the Spectre, for that matter, but G's the one that's been moving around in harm's way basically since the game started. Really impressive stuff.
They have so much room to grow. That's the scary part of it. It's not like this lineup peaks anytime soon.
Yeah.
I don't think it peaks until an hour in.
Yeah.
Mainly because of the Spectre factor, but even getting an AA Aghanims, Quap can get 6-slotted. LG will be 6-slotted 40 minutes. As he makes his go on top, Yoku gets hit by the Ice Blast. And he's dead. The Grave was kind of on the early end here. He'll phase shift and shatter. Another kill. Track kill as well. Just endless piles of gold in the DK Phobos' coffer. And they can go Roche now, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
It'll be a freebie. If they want it, but no, G wants kills. He sees Resolution.
Listen, he has this ultimate orb. He needs to turn this into a Hex stick, and he needs kills to make that happen. Resolution almost gets scouted out.
He wants to make a play on G, but guess who's been scouted first? Another 4-hero track kill.
It's a Resolution sandwich. This is just falling apart. I don't know. I mean, you're in game 5. This is the deciding game. If you're Empire, you probably hold on till the bitter end before you want to tap out, unless it's just completely insurmountable. Though we're getting close to that point. It's a 14k net worth lead.
That one kill, 1,700 gold for a team that's already up 10k. That's how good the track gold is at this point.
My God. Now they move into Roche, and of course it's uncontested. There's 2 dead. No problemo. G will get the Aegis. No big surprise
with
there.
the AC, maybe they can just push down mid, like right now.
There's still all tier 2 towers standing.
If a Spectre lineup is pushing you at 30 minutes, you're really getting walloped. And I think that's what they're about to do.
And look at Lil. He's on his way to an Aghanims. He has a point booster already. Pretty good game for the Aghanims, actually, if you can steal some of these ults. Lots of upgrades. It's not possible to steal the Wraith King, right?
No.
Yeah, the passives, there's no way. Okay. I was thinking, how cool would it be if you could steal it and then you have, like, reincarnation. I just got excited about the prospect of an Aghs upgraded Wraith King ult in any form imaginable. I still haven't seen it. I don't think I'm ever going to see it in a pro game, but I just want to see it that one time. Know what it feels like.
You know what would be a really cool steal, actually? Would be the Aghanim Scepter Naga Song of the Siren.
Oh, yeah. What is it? A 6% heal per second.
And it's like one of those items that never makes sense for like an actual Naga to get, because there's just, there's better items. There's the Radiance, the Octarine, you want your Mantle, your Diffusal, or you go more that support build, and then you generally aren't going to have to farm for it.
Yeah.
But this is it might be like the only time we could potentially see it. I hope Lil will steal the song at some point. It's a pretty difficult spell steal, of course, but sometimes Nagas get sloppy. You never know. That would be a lot of fun to watch.
I saw that Aghanims upgrade when it was added and thought, that sounds really broken, but it is a slot issue more than anything else. And it is a lot of healing. I think you can heal your whole team for 40% over the full duration, so it's a pretty big deal.
Crazy.
Even a little bit more than that.
And it also has the 1 minute cooldown when you get to level 16. So it's even better that way. Look at G. He's just sieging the bases of Quap with the Aegis up on the high ground. Spectre's off, chilling a little bit farther back. Illidan's like, yeah, G, you got this, man.
I mean, Silent does not have a TP scroll right now. He's in mid trying to walk back, and Lina...
And Resolution's just...
Okay, Lina has one,
for kills.
but he's just playing around.
Just chasing after FNG.
All right.
Meanwhile, your base is dying, my friend, but I think at this point he just wants something. Silent will go in, engages on G. Remember, he's the Aegis carrier. Not generally the best tier to initiate upon. Resolution will arrive. They do quickly clean up the Aegis, and now the Haunt comes through. Song of the Siren does get used, and it gets stolen. He doesn't have the Ags, unfortunately, but Lil just out of his mind this game. 3 more kills, and they're not done just yet. The Song's there. Lil continues to impress and really just get fancy against Empire. Now they self-heals by Lina, trying to head on. It's a good coil. Have they dove too far? Is it possible for this team to overextend at this point? They're just that far ahead. I guess not.
So, yeah. Now, the one safety here for Empire is that they have tier 2 towers standing in all the other lanes. They'll lose their Wraith King. Puck will end the godlike streak of G. That's 2,000 gold going to Yoki. That'll give him enough to buy back and just about complete his Yule.
And now they're not going to get the Rex. Maybe, I mean, they still got team wipe with Trackle, and they're going to GG. So it is in the end, VP coming back from an 0-2 start. They got pretty heavily beaten down, and they take the series 3-2. They will enter the International 5 as the strongest looking team from CIS, I would say.
Oh, absolutely. Still a very back and forth series. I think needless to say, anytime it goes to game 5, you know it's 2 evenly matched teams. Just gets me pumped up for TI5. This is even just an inkling of what some of the games are going to be like. The massive kills, the really aggressive lanes, the back and forth series. I feel like Dota is just in a really good state right now. Really fun series to watch.